a pick-a-card reading. We will have two piles, pile 1 and pile 2. For those of you who do not know how a pick-a-card works, you're going to intuitively tune into your body, to your mind, to your soul, to your spirit, to your guides, if you connect with guides. And we're going to go with whatever pile you feel the most drawn towards. I feel like the easiest way to pick which pile you're drawn towards is whichever one stands out to you first. Okay? But some other people like to meditate on it. So if you'd like to meditate to take a minute to decide, then just pause the video here and pick it up when you're ready. Okay? If you feel that you are drawn to both piles, you can do that. If you feel like after you hear the pile that you originally picked that was not quite your pile, you can go ahead and listen to the next one. You could also go and tune into any of my other videos that I have on any of my tarot playlists on my main page. Okay? I apologize for any background noise. It is my dog being very obnoxious and just very obnoxious. But hopefully my noise cancellation will tune her out right now. Okay, so you guys can have the full reading nice and clear for you. So here we go again. We have pile 1, pile 2. Pile 1, pile 2. Go ahead and take a minute, select your pile, and we will get ready to go. Pile 1, here is your reading. Ho. Time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. Hold your vision with the fixed moon. Okay. Spirit, what can you bring me as the message for pile 1? Pile 1, it looks like you are holding on for dear life right now. There is something that you attained that you wanted very dearly, and it looks like right now you're feeling like you have to hold on and have control at all costs because you're terrified of losing that thing that you gained. It's going to be very important for you, pile 1, to hold your vision. Don't give up on the vision that you originally had, but you also need to understand that sometimes letting loose is how you can gather more. If you keep your fist closed like this, holding on to something, you have no way of picking up more things with it, right? And if you hold on to something so tightly, you might choke it to death. Hopefully not literally, but when something is yours, you don't need to hold it on for dear life. You just need to have your hands open so that you can receive it. And that's where this could be coming in here, where it's time for a change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. So go ahead and distract yourself right now and hold your vision in the meantime. Don't worry about having to keep control of everything. No micromanaging for this crowd right now, okay? Let's see what else we can bring for you, pile 1. It looks like you had experienced, or you're fearful of experiencing, some heartbreak. And it's time now that you're starting to overcome it. Let the sorrow drift away. More clarity on this heartbreak and sorrow. So it looks like whatever you chose that you thought was going to make you the happiest actually ended up causing you to feel sorrow for some reason. I'm going to get more clarity on this, but yeah, let's get more clarity on this. What is this? Happiness? What is this? Fulfillment. Okay, so you chose something that you wanted to make yourself happy with, and it ended up being a lot of extra work. A lot more work than what you might have realized at first it was going to be. You may be actually kind of questioning right now whether or not you're investing your hard work and efforts into something that's going to be a bad investment or not. So let's stop right there for a second and ask Pendulum here. Is this investment worth it? Yes. You are not investing in something that is not going to be worth it. You are investing in something that is well worth it. It is a bit, see how strong that's going? Whatever you have been investing in that you're currently feeling sorrow about, it's actually a good investment. But you can't try to micromanage. You can't try to hold on to everything so tightly. You have to let the natural shedding process happen while you just keep your vision. Don't give up on your goals quite yet, Pile 1. You are allowed to have that happiness. Any other advice? This pile may be dealing with a feminine who is normally a naturally very fiery energy, and currently she might be feeling a bit of a lack of confidence or a kind of an insecurity. She may be even feeling like using her sexuality is the only way that she can get confidence or feel noticed or important. She's feeling very chaotic with her energies right now because she doesn't feel like she's able to live her passion out right now. Now, if you are this feminine, then of course, take it as it resonates. I feel like this feminine energy here is actually what this pile was holding on to so tightly, that they're wondering now if it was a bad investment. And honestly, you wondering that question right now, Pile 1, if you are the masculine energy, that may be a very good reason why she's feeling this lack of confidence right now. Maybe you should have more faith in her. And if you are that feminine energy, same goes for you. It's important for you to know that you're allowed to be happy, feminine. You're allowed to be passionate. There's nothing wrong with you being confident and feeling sure of yourself. And it's important that right now you allow yourself to hold your vision as well. Do what makes you happy. It's time for you to rise and shine, Pile 1. And for the masculine that's in this pile, this is definitely a dual energy pile. So this could be a couple, or you're in a relationship, or you are maybe a cross watcher for the other gender or for the other feminine or masculine energy here. But the masculine energy is showing up as a King of Pentacles. He's somebody that needs to know how confident and strong he is. And I feel like he is the one that is holding on so tightly. Holding on at all costs. And you don't need to right now, masculine energy. If you are the feminine, then it's going to be important that you understand that your masculine is feeling this way. So maybe you can try to help him to find that confidence and that stability, that natural stability that he naturally should be having and holding. What else can you tell me, Spirit? It does look like there is a need for somebody here to actually allow a past project or a past maybe work project. This could even be a child. There's somebody here that has a child that is no longer currently with them, and it's causing them to feel that lack of confidence. I'm not sure if it's the masculine or the feminine here. It could be both, but there will be a new beginning with this situation with the child. So just hang on, stay practical, stay solid, stay grounded. There will be a new beginning and a fresh beginning, a fresh start. You have to take that leap of faith to attain it, though. And it's going to be really important that this pile trusts their intuition. And what is the final message here? This is just going to be a super quick reading. Final message here, Spirit. Final message. You need to have hope. Hold your vision. Don't lose hope. This is divinely led. This is all in divine timing for this pile. Trust in the divine's guidance and divine timing. Trust your intuition. Don't give up yet. Let go of your need to control. Tap into your strong, practical, solid, grounded side. Understand how abundant you are. And don't allow anybody else to knock you down off of your inspirations or your passions or your confidence. Okay, that's all for this pile. Moving on to pile 2. Bye. Good night. Hello there, pile 2. Let's see what cards we have for this pile. Winged Seer. You see clearly. Clairvoyance. And a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So let's see what the message is for this pile, pile 2. What is the message for pile 2? What does pile 2 need to know? Pile 2, you are needing to or currently rising up out of a pretty brutal betrayal that you felt. Maybe a loss or a death, but you are now in the spirit of wanting to actually rise up again. Let's see what else for pile 2. Remember that you can always still rise. You're always still rising, no matter how many times you get knocked down, as long as you choose to. For this pile, I'm seeing a need of strength. It's going to be really important that this pile learns how to keep strong boundaries. But be sure that you don't do it in a way that makes you feel like you are trying to force a stronghold from somebody or some situation. It's important that you understand that true power, true strength, true authority comes from being given that authority, not from having to take it. And you're given it when you earn it. And you earn it by living in the way that you are trying to represent to the fullest, to where people feel safe coming to you for your guidance. They trust that you have their best interest or their happiness as your main priority, not in a way where you're trying to find a way of getting appreciation for that strength or that leadership or that courage, but rather in a way where they know that you truly just want to see them happy, and you would do it anonymously if you could, and you would still get the same happiness from it. It's like the difference between somebody who donates to a charity anonymously and somebody who donates to a charity just to get their name on a placard for everybody to see so they could brag about the fact that they donated, you know? What else does this pile need to hear? Looks like you did experience a failed passion, a life experience that you felt doled out. This could even be like feeling sexually inadequate or sexually dulled, like that lack of passion. This could also be a lack of passion for spirit. I feel like that's definitely connected with this Ten of Swords here. But it's time that you rise up again out of that. Find that inner strength. Find that courage. What else do we need to know? What else does this pile need to know? So you or somebody that you were dealing with was exercising a bit of greed or selfishness when it came to looking for just self-fulfillment and self-happiness. And this led you to feeling like you were a victim. And I feel like you are now trying to keep strong boundaries because of that feeling. Because you hate feeling this way, pile 2. I can pick that up about you guys very quickly. You are not a pile that likes to feel pity for yourself or feel like woe is me energy. And if you are a pile that tends to lean into that direction, then I feel like you tend to put a lot of either blame towards the feminine energy for it, or you tend to block off your feminine energy. But that's not the healthiest way to handle situations where you do feel attacked, or you do feel victimized, or you do feel overburdened. What is the best advice for this pile so that they don't cut off their feminine energy or disconnect from their feminine, divine feminine nature? It's going to be really important that you allow yourself to see what has currently been being withheld from yourself emotionally. Don't hide from your own emotions, because you're not going to be able to hide for very long since they are a part of you. You can't hide from yourself. Can you tell me more about this personal issue that reached resolution? Okay, so the personal issue that reached resolution had to do with starting over, having a new beginning, allowing yourself to see new potentials again in front of you, and not feeling like you couldn't trust your intuition. I feel like this pile had previously been almost, I feel like you felt like you were being somebody's puppet almost, and now you have finally woken back up and you can see clearly now again about how you had been either manipulated, or if you're a masculine energy, then how you had accidentally manipulated. A feminine energy. I don't feel like it was necessarily on purpose. It was, again, out of fear of this new beginning, but now it looks like this pile is able to tap into that energy again. And you're getting your life force back. So congratulations. And final advice for this pile. You're going to be given a new divine idea. Trust it. Trust in your ability to have a vision in front of you and to go after it and to achieve it. You might not achieve it the first time around, but that doesn't matter. As long as you try, then you're making the steps that you need to take towards this ultimate truth being cast down by the universe. So just follow your own clairvoyance, follow your signs. And for this pile, I'm going to go ahead and give you an opportunity to ask the pendulum a question. So think of your question. If you don't know a question off the top of your head, here's how it works. Try not to ask things that are to do with emotions, because those are the perception of each emotion is different per person. So the meaning of love to me might not be the meaning of love to you. Also, go with the very first question that comes to mind, and it needs to be something that can be factually proven if you want it to be a for sure answer. So, for instance, if you are asking, am I 5'2", and you're actually 5'2¼ it's going to be giving you possibly a false reading. You've got a 50-50 chance that it'll be a false reading on that. If you ask, am I shorter than 6 feet, and you're 5'2¼ then you have a more likely chance that it's going to be giving the accurate answer. You understand? So if you ask, is my middle name this, and you get an answer, then that's something that can be factually proven. It's not something that changes based on the perception of the person that's asking. Also, yeah, if you did happen to change your mind on the question, then it's also not going to give a guaranteed reading. You do not have to know the answer to the question that you're asking unless you're just using it as a tester. So if you'd like, we could do a test run first, and then you could ask your real question. But I'm going to be doing 2 pendulum swings for this pile since you are pile 2, okay? So for the first question, ready? Pause me if you don't have your question yet. And what is the answer for the collective timeless for the first question here? The answer is yes. And for the second question, again, pause me if you do not have your question yet. What is the timeless collective answer for the second question here? I'm getting a no. I was very hesitant on that answer though, but there it is there, okay? I hope this was helpful. Love and light.